The High Road is dedicated to the men and women of the United States Armed Forces, past, present, and future. Meet Keith Warren. As a 30-year veteran of the outdoor industry and devoted conservationist, the original Texas angler and outdoor television icon has hunted across America and around the world, showing you big game, educating outdoorsmen.
Yeah, this is good.
And uniting all hunters.
I'll be signing autographs later tonight.
I want one.
That's Keith Warren. And this is the High Road.
I was looking at some deer out there. Next thing I know, the camera fogged up. So I turned the heater off. Take the heater, put it out of the blind so it cools back off, and so hopefully the lens gets clean, and then all of a sudden it freezes. I look up, and there is a big old bush buck out there. The camera is frozen solid. I'm frozen solid. I don't know how cold it is out here, but I promise you we just smoked a nice big old Canada buck. The deer up here are huge. I mean, I don't know what they eat this time of year, but they are absolutely huge. I mean, their bodies, these are 250 to 300 pound deer, and they've had some killed that are bigger than that. So as you're looking at some of these trophy bucks and their antlers look big on them, they're really big because perspective-wise, I mean, you think you're looking at a 250 to 300 pound animal and his antlers already look big. Wait till you get up there and you put your hands on them. Oh my gosh. That is exactly the kind of deer that they wanted me to take. That is a management deer. It's a beautiful, beautiful management deer. And this is a classic Canadian hunt. I mean, this is absolutely wonderful. He's a great big bodied, big old 8-point buck. And I am thrilled to death with him. He was going over there. I could actually hear him grunting right before I stopped him. That's awesome. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna stay put here a little bit. I'm gonna warm back up. We've got the windows open and the breeze is going through here. We're gonna warm back up. We're gonna go out there and check him out. But that's a beautiful management buck right here on the Woody River in Saskatchewan. Whew, baby.
High Road with Keith Warren is brought to you in part by Gammo Precision Air Rifles, Supercharged Scent Killer by Wildlife Research Center, beyond 99%, Keith Warren's Texas Hidden Springs Ranch, the best value in Texas trophy deer hunting, and Grave Digger Broadheads by No Limit Archery. Watch the High Road in HD at highroadhunting.com.
Mid-November, Saskatchewan, Canada. It is cold, cold, cold. And we're going deer hunting today where the largest deer in the world is.
Our hunting stands range anywhere from 1 mile to 2 miles in the bush. It's very remote. It's in the provincial forest, 1.5 million acres of wilderness, lakes, rivers, valleys, and that gets us off the road a long ways, and that gives us a good opportunity to see some really good bucks.
Oh, looky here. Oh my goodness gracious, when I saw him, just check this out right here. I mean, he's been rubbing big time, but just look at him. What a beautiful, beautiful buck. In this part of Saskatchewan, it's 200,000 acres in the Porcupine Provincial Forest, and Lance has got some of the greatest hunting out here. So Lance, and this is called the Woody River. Don't forget that, the Woody River. I mean, I don't know why they'd call it something like that. I mean, this place is, it is the provincial forest, and it is full of a bunch of beasts. This is a nice deer. I'm thrilled with him. Like I said, a big old fat buck. I don't know what it is about hunting, at least hunting for me. It's like it either happens at the very first of the hunt or success happens at the very last minute. And this time, it's past the last minute. Not very often I get to do this. Track one in the snow. He couldn't be far. Look at this beautiful animal. Look at the size of the neck on this dude. Oh, ho, ho, ho. I mean, look at the snow on him, froze all up. This right here is incredible. Okay, I'm going to talk to you about value. Okay, I mean, with the economy the way it is now, hunting is not one of those kind of things that you can afford to go do all the time. But when you come up here to the Woody River, Lance Miller, he's a young man. He's a native from up here, born and raised here. He knows the woods like the back of his hand, and he creates great value for his deer hunters. You can come up here when you hunt with Lance, okay? You can take a deer in the provincial forest, over 1 million acres, and that's what we did on this trip. And I didn't think I was going to get it done just as fast as I did. I got it done the very first morning. And then all of a sudden, what am I going to do? Well, I'm going to come, and he's got a wilderness preserve. And he asked me to take a management buck, okay? And I got the opportunity to take a look at so many giant trophy bucks, big Saskatchewan trophy bucks. If you want more information, look up Woody River Trophy Hunts with Lance, and I can promise you he's gonna take care of you. And I wanna remind each and every one of you to every day do the best you can. All right, let me tell you about the equipment I'm using on the hunt. I'll be using a crossbow. Okay, this is my old striker crossbow, and this is the kind that's got a crank you got to crank it up. It shoots at better than 400 feet per second, so it is smoking. I'll be shooting 22-inch long, that's right, 22-inch long arrows. These are Lumen arrows by Luminoc, and the reason for 22 inches is because this crossbow is extremely long. That's where it gets its power from. It's got a long power stroke, and that's one reason why it has so much kinetic energy downrange, and one reason why I need to shoot a longer arrow, so the arrow, the broadhead, actually hangs over the end of the riser of the bow. Now, as far as broadheads go, I'm pretty proud of this dude right here. This right here is a Grave Digger, 100 grain Grave Digger broadhead. You might say, what in the world is that? Is it mechanical or is it fixed? The answer would be yes. It's both. It's mechanical and it's fixed. Okay, you'll take a look. It has, yes, a great big strong fixed blade right here, but then it has mechanical blades that fold back. And so when it hits, it opens up and makes an unbelievable blood trail. I can't wait to see how it performs up here, but that's the equipment that I'm using on today's show.
The High Road with Keith Warren is brought to you in part by Reconyx Game Cameras, Savage Arms, Record Rack, Nature Blinds, and Jarden Consumer Solutions, makers of the Game Saver.
It is so cold up here. This is Saskatchewan, Canada, and I'm telling you what, it is flat cold. We are up here in the fall and trying to stay warm. Actually, they've asked me to come light a few fires. What they've asked me to do is actually come and help them with a burn. They're burning canola, and if y'all have never seen canola, these are windrows right here. And I got a pack of matches, and I'm fixing to light a bunch of fires, and we're gonna go on a heck of a nice hunt. Oh, it's going good. We got a little bit of wind going now. This is like a dream come true for me. I love making controlled burns. This is pretty doggone good. I've got probably 100 fires going, and the wind's going real good. I'm gonna obviously need to use the scent killer. But let me tell you something, folks. Hey, is this the right field?
My name is Lance Miller. I own and operate Woody River Trophy Hunts in Saskatchewan, Canada. It's late September out here, and the weather can be really nice or it can turn very bad.
You know, me and Keith climbed up into the stands that night, and it was just a beautiful afternoon. The sun was out and it was gorgeous footage, and you know, I was just overwhelmed that I was in front of the camera with a bow. It was a beautiful afternoon, and me and Keith got up in the stand, and it was just unbelievable weather. The sun was out, the temperature was just right for hunting. And when I looked to my right and seen this deer coming, I couldn't believe he's heading straight towards us, and he's a monster. Well, this deer was working his way to the field, and I just knew he was going to walk right in front of us. And he got about 3 steps into the opening. He knew something was up. He stopped, his head went up, his foot was stomping a little bit. He was nervous. And even though we had sprayed down with the scent killer, I still think he might have got a little smell of us. And when he turned around, I knew he was fixing to get out of there.
Pleasant it is. It's drizzly, nasty, but you know what? It's been worse. And this is our last hurrah here. The deer have been locked down, and so if they come out, it'll be a miracle. I'm not gonna believe this, but there's a deer that just stepped out down here. We've been sitting here all day long, all stinking day long, and a deer just stepped out down here. It's a little fawn. smokes. Come here. Turn that off and come here. I want to show you something.
The High Road with Keith Warren is brought to you in part by Burt Coyotes, Luminoc and Lumineros, Shadow Hunter, your total comfort hunting blind, Elevators, your easy way up, Supercharged Scent Killer by Wildlife Research Center, beyond 99%, and BSA Optics. Tannerite brand binary exploding rifle targets presents viewer feedback.
Hey Keith, my tribal name is Soaring Eagle. We love your show, you're outspoken, and we need more people that'll stand up and say what's on their mind. Why is it that the great white hunters are so divided? They divided Native Americans, and now look where we are. We are all Americans, and as hunters, we should all work together to protect each other and our future. Otherwise, hunters will be gone someday. Soaring Eagle, right on, buddy. I wish everybody would pay attention to what you said. I mean, the truth is we are all hunters. Not one hunting is any better than the other kind. Now, we all maybe have a favorite way to hunt, but you know what? People have asked me for a long time, what is your niche on TV? How have you done it for 30 years? My niche is I don't have a niche. My niche is that I don't pick bow hunting over gun hunting over handgun hunting. I don't think one hunting is any better than the other. I love it all, from frogs to elephants, and I do it all. And so I embrace all hunting, and just like the Native Americans embraced all hunting, you know, y'all were here before we were here, and I think, yeah, look what happened to you. You know what? And as a hunter, I'm not willing to let it happen to us. I want to wake all hunters up and realize, you know what? We're all on the same page. United we stand, and if they divide us, we're gonna all fall.
Oh, look at that, just center punched him. Look at the tines on this thing. Oh my God. Do I love Keith Warren or what? Look at this thing. I wasn't even supposed to be hunting, folks. Last night I'm out bear hunting by myself. Tonight Keith's filming me, and God, just two buddies in a tree, and look what we come up with. Oh wow, unbelievable. What a buck. From Saskatchewan, Canada, you're watching The High Road with Keith Warren.
Come here. Turn that off and come here. I want to show you something. Look what walked out in front of me. Get on down here. Look at him, Lance.
Thank you.
I mean, thank you.
Oh.
Talk about prayers answered. Look at this buck.
Oh, that's awesome.
I shot him. Look at the arrow. The Luminoc is right there. He walked in. I promise you, he walked right in front of the Reconyx game camera. I promise you, we got a picture of him. He walked in. I don't know, it was like a 12-yard shot, and he hadn't gone. He probably didn't go 4 yards. Tell everybody though, when I was here last time, how we waited to the last minute too. You said what? Give me how many more minutes?
45 minutes.
And we pulled it off in the last 45 minutes. Today, we pulled it off in the last 5 minutes, folks. This is unbelievable. Lance Miller, Woody River Trophy Hunts up here in Saskatchewan. Now, he does bow hunting, crossbow hunting, rifle hunting, and he will take care of you. I think that if you give Lance a call, if you've ever hunted up in Canada and for deer, you've probably been to an area that you froze your butt off and that you wound up, you didn't see a whole lot of deer. Well, neither one of those things are going to happen when you come up here with Lance, and you better have a place on your wall because you're going to go home with a big old deer. All you got to do is stick at it. And I'll tell you what, ever since Bobby Big Time killed this deer, the weather went. But Lance Miller, thank you. If people want more information about Woody River Trophy Hunts, give them a telephone number.
306-595-2339.
And you can look them up. They've got a great website, and that web address is?
WoodyRiverTrophyHunt.com.
Or you can log on to highroadhunting.com. We'll have a direct link over to Lance. And y'all, thank you for watching. This has been one heck of a trip.
The High Road with Keith Warren has been brought to you in part by Diamond Down Thermal Gear, the world's most effective thermal apparel for hunting. Comal Taxidermy Studio of New Braunfels, Texas is proud to be the exclusive taxidermy studio for Keith Warren and the High Road.